So, after all that,
yes,
here's what we need. First, I'd like to ask you your name. Who are you?
I'm Kathy. I'm a year-long troublemaker. You are in Hurst, Texas, the very famous, the Dallas Cowboy stage, in the Dallas Cowboy home.
I like Texas a lot, yeah, but I'm never going to get used to that. And that's never going to grow on me, I'm sorry.
It's okay. I have marched to try to get it into you.
Yeah, you tried. It's fair. It's fair play. Okay, so what we want to know is how did you kind of first get into or get introduced to what we do, our music, that is?
You know, I like in the evening to just kind of sit and look through videos. And one night, boom, you popped into my life.
Yeah.
No, it was, I don't remember where it was. It was in front of a church.
Mm-hmm. Strasbourg.
And it was, I believe it was Grand Masquerade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just flipping through it and I saw it and I was just amazed because you seemed so pure. All three of you struck me as three people that loved what you were doing and believed in what you were doing. And that spoke to my heart.
How did we end up here? Because it's pretty amazing. You know, one of the things that we really are trying to highlight with this interview series and things like questions that we're asking is we want to show that despite the fact that the world is losing its mind, mm-hmm. There are still a lot of really good people out there, and you saw this video, interacted with us online, and then when we said we're coming to Dallas, you said, well, my bed and breakfast is open. The Trouble B&B is open. Come on over.
Only to you, it's not a regular thing.
I know, it's a joke, but that's what I mean. I know it's not a regular thing, and you've opened your doors to us and treated us really well and been our tour guide, and that's so nice. And what compelled you to do that? Like, why?
You know, I just think that sometimes there's forces greater than us that are putting things into our paths. And after I saw that video, and I shared it with all my friends and family on Facebook, about 3 months later, I got the notice that you guys were going to be at Opening Bell Cafe. And I remember writing, I'm so excited about you guys coming. I hope I don't embarrass myself when I meet you. And
ridiculous.
You guys said something back and I went, oh my gosh, they're communicating with me. A few months later, you put out that you were looking for hosts, and I just arbitrarily said,
you can stay at mine.
You can stay at, but it wasn't close. You know, we were about 30 to 45 minutes from the venue in Dallas, but you were so open to it. And I just believe that people connect. I have connected with each and every one of you on different levels. And without even knowing them, I connected with them. And I just felt like I'd known them forever. I know it sounds weird. Patty thinks they're here to kill me.
Patty thinks everybody.
They reassured me that they're only going to steal Bailey and the TV. That's
No. We always said we'd keep our robberies down to $2,000 worth of stuff.
Okay.
So it's never more than $2,000.
Okay, they're only stealing Bailey.
Safe. Don't worry.
Then they're only stealing Bailey because she's worth at least $2,000.
Maybe.
I was wrong.
And so I said yes, and I did my homework on them, and you know, I really think that these 3 guys are going to be a hit. I mean, we're going to see them in big concert halls at some point. And so we can all say that we knew them when, and that's how I got to know them. And like I said, the minute they drove up today, I just felt like I knew them. I just felt like I knew them. I know. Well, you started it. And I told them I'm their big sister, even though I'm old enough to be their mother.
Not true. It's not true.
So I just wish them all the best, and I love each and every one of you in this backyard right now, to different degrees, and you know that. And so I'm glad you were here, and now we get to share our love with these 3 geezers.
Last question is, we've got this Lose Your Ties theme of our album, and you know, for what it means for us is, you know, to kind of remove the thing that was tying you back, go and chase after your dream. I think there's a few sub themes that kind of pop up through there, and so we're asking, you know, people who we connect with and seem to get it, what does that mean to you, or do you have something kind of personal that it evokes that you would like to share?
This question touches me because I've been struggling with an illness and I had to quit my job. When I read the story behind you and the Losing the Ties, it all kind of connected, the music connected to me, because I'm in the middle of that journey right now. Having to give up something I like, which is work, to create a new life, but then to find my new self, find something that was already there deep down inside, and cultivate that. And so losing your ties means to me that I'm letting go of one thing and I'm going to move on to something else.
Cool.
You know, they say when one door closes, another door opens, but the hall in between can be hell. And so I wouldn't call it hell, but I think I'm in the middle of that hallway right now. And when I hear your music, it keeps inspiring me. And because I know the background story of losing your ties, I can say to myself, I'm on that journey, and there is going to be that, just like you guys are on your journey, you know, to where the greatness that I think you guys are going to have, and that you already have. But so I'm on that same journey. Oh, we all have. I heard something the other day. We are trained to work, but we are called to be ourselves. And when you do what you're called to be, you're on the right path. And so, you know, I see what you guys are doing. You're living your calling. You know, you may have trained as a violinist, but you're doing your calling because you touch so many lives and so many people. And so I'm trying to figure out what my calling is next. So
I understand, and that's awesome. We're happy to somehow help you find it.
Well, you guys have become family.
Cool.
It's no longer friends. It's no longer the trouble notes are staying with me. It's you guys are my family, my little brothers and sister.
Yeah,
and
Texas sister.
Yep, exactly.
Thank you.
Thank you.